अस्सलाम वालेकुम। तो आज हम फर्स्ट ईयर इंग्लिश बुक 1 के चैप्टर नंबर 1 की एक्सरसाइज कंप्लीट करेंगे। तो फर्स्ट है वेयर डिड नॉर्मा पुट द लैम्प जॉब्स। इसमें ऑप्शन नंबर ए है इन द ओवन, ऑप्शन बी है इन द ब्रॉयलर, ऑप्शन सी है इन द फ्रीजर, ऑप्शन डी है इन द बास्केट, जिसका आंसर है इन द ब्रॉयलर। सेकंड है देयर वाज अ स्मॉल मैन। Option A in the porch, option B in the room, option C at the door, option D in the hallway. Option D is the correct answer, in the hallway. Third है where was the key to the bell unit dome. Option A है in the box, option B in the drawer, option C in the sealed envelope, option D in the pocket. Option C is correct, in the sealed envelope. Fourth है what was the reward for pushing the button. Option A is $25,000, option B $50,000, option C $5,000, option D $2,500. Option B is the correct answer, $50,000. पांचवा है what was the question of Norma that made Mr. Stewart embarrassed. Option A is where do you live, option B how do you do, option C what do you sell, option D who do you represent. Option D is the correct answer, who do you represent. Sixth है what could have happened by pushing the button. Option A is somewhere in the world a bird would die. Option B someone would die in the neighborhood. Option C some songs would be heard. Option D somewhere in the world some unknown person would die. Option D is the correct answer. Seventh है why did not Arthur agree to the offer of Mr. Stewart for pushing the button. Option A है he considered it a practical joke. Option B he didn't rely on him. Option C he considered death of some unknown person a murder. Option D he didn't believe him. Option C is the correct answer. 8 है why was the offer of 50,000 attractive for Norma. Option A she had a plan to improve her life. Option B she felt to harm in helping someone to conduct a psychological research. Option C she wanted to purchase a set of jewelry. Option D she wanted to buy a new house. Option A is the correct answer, she had a plan to improve her life. Ninth है who in Norma's opinion was the researcher. Option A psychiatrist, option B a doctor, option C an eccentric millionaire, option D a murderer. Option C is the correct answer, an eccentric millionaire. 10th है why didn't Norma take the consent of her husband to comply with the instructions of Mr. Stewart. Option A is he could not understand the idea. Option B he would share the offer. Option C he considered it a murder. Option D he considered it immoral to kill some unknown person for the sake of money. Option D is the correct answer. इसमें सेकंड क्वेश्चन है मार्क द स्टेटमेंट्स ट्रू और फॉल्स. फर्स्ट है नॉर्मा फाउंड द curtain in front of her door as she arrived home. That is correct. Second है Norma believed that Mr. Stewart was a guest. That is false. Third है Mr. Stewart took out a key and opened the box for Arthur. It is also false. Fourth है Arthur and Norma have the same reaction to Mr. Stewart's proposition. False. Fifth है Norma could not resist calling Mr. Stewart back. It is true. Sixth है Norma did not agree with Mr. Stewart to have the button unit brought back. ये भी true है. Arthur said he believed that Mr. Stewart's offer was a genuine one. It is false. Norma wants Arthur to understand that she is interested in the proposition because the money would help the two of them. It is true. Arthur could accept participating along with Norma if they were part of our research project. Cross. Norma called Mr. Stewart after she learned of Arthur's death. Cross. अब यहाँ पे कुछ क्वेश्चंस हमें दिए गए हैं, हमने इनके आंसर्स लिखने हैं. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, why did Norma consider the tone and attitude of Mr. Stewart offensive? इसका आंसर है, Stewart had already informed Norma about his visit, but Norma did not welcome him. He was hurt by this kind of attitude, so his tone might have become a bit offensive. Second question है, why did Arthur disagree with his wife? इसका आंसर है, Norma was a greedy woman. She was ready to kill someone for money, but Arthur considered it a murder, so he disagreed with her. Question number 3 है, why did Norma persuade her husband to agree with her? इसका आंसर है, Norma wanted to get money to fulfill her wishes, but her husband was not ready to kill someone for money. Therefore, she kept on persuading her husband to agree with her. Fourth question है, what were the reasons Norma gave to her husband to accept the offer? या ये क्वेश्चन इस तरीके से भी आ सकता है, how did Norma try to persuade her husband to push the button unit? इसका आंसर है, she said that they would not really kill someone. They were doing it for a research purpose, but in return they would get $50,000. They would make a trip to Europe. They would build a cottage on the island. Question number 5 है, why did Mr. Stewart continue persuading Norma? इसका आंसर है, probably he wanted to get his commission from the company. He knew that Norma was easy prey for him, therefore he kept on persuading her to push the button. Question number 6 है, what was the message Norma received on pushing the button? इसका आंसर है, after pushing the button, she received a call from Lenox Hill Hospital. Question number 7 है, what is the significance of Arthur's life insurance policy? इसका आंसर है, Arthur's life insurance policy is very significant. It is this policy's money that Norma gets after her husband's death. Question number 8 है, did Norma remain normal on hearing the news of the accident of her husband? और ये क्वेश्चन इस तरह से भी आ सकता है, what were the feelings of Norma when she came to know about the deadly accident of her husband? इसका आंसर है, Norma could not remain normal after hearing the news of her husband's accident. She was very sad and frightened. She could hardly breathe. She could hardly stand even. Next यहाँ पे कुछ long questions हैं. यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, write down the answers to the following questions in 100 to 150 words. तो first question है, write a note on the character of Arthur. और ये question इस तरह से आ सकता है, what sort of person is Arthur? जिसका आंसर है, he is a kind person. He does not want to harm anyone for the sake of money. He loves humans. He is content as well. He takes firm decisions. He is really a loving person. Question number 2 है, why didn't Norma remain true to her husband? जिसका आंसर है, she wanted to get money. She did not think that someone would really die. So she pushed the button unit in the absence of her husband. Thus, she killed her husband unknowingly. Question number 3 है, do you agree with Norma's assertion that the death of someone you have never seen is not important? जिसका आंसर है, no, I do not agree with Norma. Every person's life is important. The murder of a person is the murder of whole humanity. Question number 4 है, write the story in your own words. जिसका आंसर है Norma was told that if she pushed a button unit, someone unknown to her would die, but she would get $50,000 in return. She pulled the button and got her husband killed. Question number 5 है what moral lesson does the story Button teach? Tit for tat is the moral lesson of the story. It teaches that we should not kill someone for our personal gain. It teaches that greed is a curse. It teaches that we should not be selfish in any case. Next, question number 6 है use the correct forms of the verbs given in brackets. First है Norma unlock the door and go into the apartment. Unlock की जगह unlocked आ जाएगा और go की जगह went आ जाएगा. Second है she turned the unit over. Turn की जगह turned आ जाएगा. Third है she reread the typed note smilingly. Reread की जगह reread ही आएगा. Next है he removed his hat as Norma opened the door. Remove की जगह removed और open की जगह opened आ जाएगा. Fifth है Mr. Stewart looked surprised. Look की जगह looked आ जाएगा. Next है punctuation the following lines. Mr. Stewart looked embarrassed. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to tell you that, he said. However, I assure you the organization is of international scope. यहाँ पे लाइंस को पंक्चुएट कर दिया गया है. तो आज की वीडियो अगर आपको पसंद आई हो तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक कर दें. नेक्स्ट वीडियो तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़.